Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we have the most expensive full streaming setup that we've done on the channel thus far, and we actually think it's a pretty good deal, but $5,000.
And this streaming setup was made possible by our friends at Corsair. They sent over all the latest and greatest in Corsair peripherals, along with Elgato peripherals, because you know, the same company, and they were nice enough to sponsor this setup so we could show you what you can get for $5,000. And it might sound a little bit crazy, but we think you're getting a lot of value here for spending $5,000. You could be a professional live streamer with this entire setup, and it's super easy plug and play. That's what Corsair and Elgato is all about. And it's also featuring a PC we built on the channel with the RTX 4090. You heard that right. For $5,000, you get a 4090 PC with a 7950X and all this stuff on the table. So yeah, definitely check those links down below. A big thanks again to Corsair and Elgato for sponsoring this setup. What we're gonna go ahead and do is talk about this PC, because if you haven't seen the video, we'll talk about the specs a little bit here and then dive into the rest of the setup.
So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this beautiful Corsair gaming PC that cost around almost $4,000 for us to build, which I think is a great price for the latest and greatest. But let's go ahead and talk about those specs. All right, so first off, we have the Ryzen 9 7950X 16 core 32 thread, which is the latest and greatest from AMD. It is an absolutely amazing CPU. We had to cool that with the Corsair H150i Elite Capellix, which is a 360mm AIO. We are housing that in the ASRock X670E Taichi Carrara motherboard with the really cool marble design. We also have Corsair Vengeance 32 gigs DDR5 6000 megahertz, nice and fast. Zotac Trinity RTX 4090, which pretty good sized card, but it's not quite as big as we thought it would be. We also have a WD-SN770 2TB Gen 4 SSD, a Corsair RM1000X power supply, and we're also using the newest Corsair connector as well for the graphics card. This is all inside of the Corsair 5000D Airflow with a bunch of SP120 Elite fans, and it costed around $38.85 for us to build, which really is just, I don't know, it's just not a bad price to me. I mean, you're getting a 4090 and you're getting the absolute best AMD CPU on the market, filled with ARGB. You're getting really good temps, and it's all controlled by the Corsair hub and everything too, which is really nice. And you're gonna see a lot here. We got all this Elgato and Corsair stuff that's, a lot of it's gonna be controlled by the same software. We're not gonna have 80 different softwares, which is awesome.
All right, we got a lot to go through, but first up, for the monitors. Now, when we do these streaming setups, we like to use monitors that either get sent over by a company. This one right here is a Coolermaster 1440p 165Hz gaming monitor. The specific model is the GM27-FQS ARGB on the base. That's kind of cool, it just plugs in with micro USB. And we are pairing this with another monitor right here. This is just an Acer 1080p 240Hz monitor. Definitely overkill for a secondary display, but when you're spending $5,000, in theory, you could probably get two of these monitors or two of this monitor, whatever you really want to do. When you have a 4090, you can easily stream at 1440p if you want to and game at the same time on a single PC setup. But normally on the lower end setups, we recommend 1080p because it's much easier to stream. But in this setup, you can either get two of these, or you can mismatch if you have two monitors and you want to save some money. But that's what we ended up doing for this monitor configuration. Now for everything on the desk here, we have the K100 wireless, which again, all our wireless peripherals we have plugged up right now, just because one, we don't want batteries to die, and two, when you have a lot of wireless stuff going on, sometimes interference can happen. But for you at home, you could easily run all this stuff wireless and just see how it works out for you. But this is a low profile mechanical keyboard from Corsair. It's very premium, and we actually did a full video over on Toasty DIY, our secondary channel, where we reviewed this keyboard. Jackson did, he's behind the camera right there. We had a lot of good things to say about it with this volume dial and a bunch of cool features built in. So definitely check out that video if you want more information on this keyboard. But yeah, it's a new Corsair keyboard, had to use it in this setup. Now for the mouse, this is one we've used a lot. We actually picked this bad boy up on Amazon. This is the Harpoon wireless from Corsair. Nothing crazy, it's pretty affordable. I think it comes in around $30. So it has some RGB built in, it can be all controlled via Corsair software, and it does the job, and once again, it is a wireless peripheral as well if you choose to run wireless. Now this right here is really cool. This is a Hystar extended desk mat. Now Hystar reached out to us a while ago and they make some very premium extended desk pads, because I mean, look at these things. These things are thick, very plushy. We use one of them on our benchmarking setup over there, and we absolutely love it. It's very comfortable to game on. It's almost like a built-in wrist rest while also being a desk pad. It's really nice. I think they're like 40 bucks, and I think it's well worth the money if you want a really premium desk pad. And this right here to control our streaming setup is the Streamdeck Plus. Now, the Streamdeck Plus adds a lot of cool features. Now, you get your same Streamdeck control, so you can control your scenes and stuff in OBS, have some programmable stuff. Our video editor, McAllister, does a lot of stuff with video editing with a Streamdeck, definitely vouches it. But we also have right here are some dials. And these dials right here can be programmed in the Elgato software to change things like mic volume, system volume, volume. As you can see right here, when I'm turning the system volume, the volume right here is changing inside Windows. Oh my goodness, it just works just fine like that. And even OBS, there's a lot of different things you can do with Stream Deck, and you can also do some hotkeys as well, where you turn it one direction and it does a hotkey program. So the combination is pretty much endless with the Stream Deck. It's a really cool piece of tech to make awesome streams. Now for the audio, you know, the thing we're gonna talk to our viewers on when we're live streaming, we have the good old Wave 3 microphone. USB mic works absolutely great. You could also get their XLR microphone as well if you want to buy an XLR interface that they sell. Elgato pretty much has everything covered when it comes to the streaming game now, but this has the Wave 3 software, so you can customize things and be able to route audio properly, adjust stuff on the fly, but we also have the Stream Deck for that. So again, endless possibilities here with this Elgato software. We are using their low profile mic arm, which we use on our streaming setup when we stream over on twitch.tv/ToadSeaBros for our monthly giveaway stream. This is a very premium mic arm that allows you to easily just say, hey, I'm gonna fold this up, put it out of the way, and boom, you can just do some work, and then when you're ready to stream, oh wow, look at that. It's nice and low profile. It's a really nice mic arm, and it's definitely a good addition to your streaming setup. Now to hear some audio, we have the HS80 wireless, which is a headset that I have used personally. This is my headset. I use it a lot, so don't look at the grime that's on it. This is my go-to headset that I absolutely love. And again, wireless product, and you can run wirelessly, and the battery life is really exceptional. We use them a lot here at the office. Never have any issues. Normally charge it up after like 2 or 3 days of use, and you're good to go. And in terms of the webcam, this is the Facecam Pro from Elgato, which I'll go ahead. We'll be doing some tests, but look at this thing. I mean,
she's big, but she's crispy.
She's big, but she's crispy. This is a 4K 60 webcam with autofocus. You don't see that in webcams. This thing is pretty much close to like a little pocket camera / DSLR quality. It's really nice. And yeah, you're gonna be paying a premium for it, but it is USB connectivity. You don't have to worry about a capture card, and you're gonna get really high quality video, and it all syncs up again to the Elgato ecosystem. It makes things super simple for live streaming. So I don't think I missed anything. There's a lot on this desk, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is do a streaming test. So we're gonna sit down at this desk, play some games, see how this 4090 performs in live streaming, and then, you know, wrap the video up real quick. All right, so before we dive into testing, we want to showcase the Facecam Pro, and I mean, look at this thing. It is absolutely beautiful. 4K 60. Now, albeit we are recording on a 1080p timeline because, well, most people stream in 1080p, you ain't streaming at 4K, but this thing has autofocus. So if like, let's say you're demonstrating a product, I mean, look at this. This is like a full DSLR quality. Really can't complain there, but boom. Wow, it is just so crispy. I mean, like for a webcam, I mean, it's pretty overkill in all honesty, but if you want an all-in-one solution, you really can't complain about this, and especially at the price point, I think it's a pretty solid option for those wanting something that's not a camera, but is the quality of a camera. All right, guys, we are in Warzone, and we are on these settings. I think it's like high settings, 1440p. It's the recommended. Yeah, we're on high settings, and so far we're getting 100 plus FPS while streaming. Hopefully the quality looks pretty good. We'll pretty much base what the quality looks like on this one to optimize it for the next game, because we're just kind of messing around with the OBS settings on 4090 using NVENC. So yeah, it's gonna look pretty solid, and maybe I'll survive here.
I mean, it's just crazy. Like at home, you know, we're both rocking 2080 Supers, and are you on 1440p at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both at 1440p at home, and I don't know, dude. Ours do not look quite like this for sure. It's definitely weird being able, like, normally, no matter what, we always tell people, hey, if you're gaming and streaming, you know, you definitely want to go like lower settings, the max FPS. But like we're getting, I mean, 140 FPS, and the game looks absolutely beautiful. So why go lower settings?
We're definitely allowed. Oh! I went to adjust my
wall.
I went to adjust my headphones because I had to like, I was like, I need to probably listen. Get shot instantly.
Do you always get pistols in the gulag now, or is it other weapons?
I don't know.
You both are one tap.
Oh,
your teammate
won.
My
teammate did it. Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah, I saw him drop one of them, and I was like, maybe he'll get both of them.
Oh, Lord, I was about to requeue.
There's a nice little quaint town.
Nice quaint town.
He's right to your...
Take my... Oh, my... I couldn't pick... It's a guy with a freaking pistol, and I'm about to die. Oh!
Woo! That was a shadow. I was like, what is that?
Hello? Oh, no! Oh, wow.
Woo! Oh, that was the guy.
That was the guy. Bounty averted. Nice try, bounty hunter.
Get in there where you're at still.
That could have been bad. Oh no!
So we will settle the score.
He was hiding. Oh, he's like, oh, I hear gunshots.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Dang, yeah, you really got one tap.
Well, but hey, there you go. Good, got some good kills. About 55th. I feel so good about
Woo!
my gameplay. Let's try another game.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and test out Apex Legends, which we already tested out beforehand, and we know we're pretty much gonna hit the cap. I mean, we're hitting 300 FPS, which is just the absolute maximum FPS this game will allow once you unlock it. And we're recording, we upped the quality, so it should look even better now. Does that mean I'll play good? I don't know. A lot of people buy expensive setups, but doesn't mean they're good at the game. All right, let's. Oh, I already. What did I say? Is that a Peacekeeper from like across the map? I refuse to lose on a setup this nice.
Makes you feel like a pro gamer. What is going on?
Why can't I hit him? Okay, I guess that guy's just gone. Yeah, one of my favorite parts this full setup though is, you know, like you look at like a lot of the pro streamers, and the reason why a lot of their webcams look really good isn't really because they're using a webcam this nice. Typically they're using DSLR or mirrorless cameras, and they actually use a capture card to convert that to a computer quality signal. And so it looks really good when you do that. You know, you can take a 4K signal, put it down to 1080, and it looks super smooth, super crisp like this. But this is like the first time, besides the first generation Elgato Facecam that was normal 1080p 60, that I've looked at a webcam and like, wow, that literally is DSLR quality. Like, oh, he's not in spawn? Oh.
Oh, you found him.
Guten Tag. Let me give you all a little skinny scan.
Oh, teammates.
Insane.
Hey, wow, what a champion. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was Apex, guys. 300 FPS, and we're pretty much just capped, and we're on max settings too, so yeah. I don't really know what more you can really expect out of this 4090.
All right, gamers, we're now in Fortnite, and we are rocking these settings. DX11, Epic View Distance, medium. That's kind of what we're rocking with right now. Yeah, I didn't go performance settings because, well, I mean, we have a 4090, and obviously I just want to max this thing out the best we can. We are in no build Fortnite, and it's looking pretty solid. We have been messing with the streaming settings as we're switching throughout games, so we'll leave the most recommended streaming settings in the comment section, probably the description down below, once we finally realize what the proper settings would be. But it's looking like this is going to be the sweet spot for 1080p streaming, and obviously you can tweak it to your liking as well if you end up building the setup. And we're getting 200 FPS in Fortnite. Got third party. I can. Oh, I got one shot left. This is not gonna work out well. Ah! Got him. Easy. Get a shot from somewhere. Ah, you threw a bubble up. Like a little Gibby bubble. Is that the Rocket League card? Woo! Oh, got one. Oh, you're done too. Ah! Oh man, I'm so dead. Oh, here he comes. Ah! Oh man, Spider-Man with the slide. But yeah. Fortnite, obviously, gonna run great. It's not a super hard game to run, and you're easily able to stream. So we're gonna take a look at that quality, and then we're gonna run one more game for you guys.
All right, guys, we're switching the game category over to Cyberpunk 2077, and we're running 1440p ultra settings, and we're getting 120 FPS at insane settings, which is just crazy to think, because Cyberpunk's like the game like everybody always talked about, like no one can run it. Even on like the 3090s, people are having problems, but here we are, streaming and playing. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to a local senior care center, and we're going to just be seeing if any of the elderly, you know, need any help getting out of bed, You know, sometimes they just have a little trouble in the morning. So yeah, maybe we'll volunteer in the food kitchen later. Something Matt and I often do. I didn't even do anything. Oh God. Oh God.
This may have ended
That was an
quickly.
action movie. Oh dear, I seem to have hit something. Break?
Oh. So.
Detour. Well, I think I've reached the end of my journey, guys. Can I get back in this car? If I can get back in, then this would be pretty cool.
Really, look at all the detail.
Is that Tesla?
Tesla quality?
Yeah, that was Cyberpunk. I mean, it ran extremely well. We did the worst case test too. We were driving, we were getting shot at. We were pretty much stressing this thing to its limits at max settings. And it's cool having a graphics card and a CPU again that we can't like fully utilize, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, guys, we just got done testing this full streaming setup, and it was an absolute pleasure to test. And one of my favorite parts about this is whether you're a first-time streamer or a very seasoned veteran streamer, this really can work out for either one of you. Now, obviously, if it's your first time, we don't recommend going out and spending $5K unless you just have an abundance of money, but it was just so easy to set up. We probably got this whole entire thing done in about 20 minutes, and we're already ready to stream. So I really love that about this setup. And like I said, if you're a professional, you could definitely throw this together, and people would think you're on a 10,000 plus streaming setup.
And even for you beginners at home, you could take some of these products here and be like, oh, I really want that camera. Oh, I really want that microphone, because everything here is a really good option just to even get started, or if you're building out a whole new setup from scratch. And if you are gonna do that, check the links down below. They will be affiliate links and they will help us out. And let us know if there's any other crazy setups you want to see here on the channel. What would have you done differently? Would you have gotten a different monitor? Would you have gotten a different keyboard, mouse, whatever? Let us know in the comment section down below.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Now I hope you guys are ready at home for another big all month long sale at PC Bros. We are doing 5% off anything over there, and Santa is coming to help.
Santa's coming to town. PCBros.tech. We sell gaming PCs, we sell gaming laptops, and so much more. And if you use that discount code, what is even the discount code?
Santa5.
Santa5, wow. Ho, ho, ho. You guys can save 5%. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace out.